6:35 is your time right now. Turning our attention to this story in Tampa, where police are still looking for the person who shot and killed a rapper and hurt three others outside of a hotel there. Three others were injured in that shooting, as we said, but 26-year-old Charles Jones, who was also known as Julio Foolio, was reportedly there to celebrate his birthday. I think he was turning, 26 or 27. Police are still trying to figure out a motive for the shooting, but in some of his songs, he made jokes about the murders of people in other groups as well as rappers.
I heard probably two series of shots, maybe like 5 shots each. And then probably like 5 minutes later, just heard some voices
At that hotel, because according to social media posts, his pool party at an Airbnb was shut down by police. He alerted people, listen, I'm moving my party to this other hotel, so people knew where he was going, and the people who ambushed him allegedly came there to do that. 3 other victims are being treated at a hospital.
Apparently, this is the alleged audio of the Julio Foolio shooting that took place. I'm gonna play it.
Oh, these niggas down there.
What was this in America, or was this in Saudi Arabia? Where was this? Like, where? It's hard to believe that what you heard came from everyday normal civilian streets. You would have thought that the audio of what you just heard came from the war in Ukraine. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. All right? Serious question. And I wasn't even going to talk about this, but we're going to make time for it today. The question that I have for you all is, how many more? How many more? How many more? That's the question. How many more deaths? How many more shootings? Right? How many more gone too soon tributes we gotta produce? How many more news headlines we gotta see? How many more prayers and condolences we gotta offer up? At this point, rap culture and hip hop have become real life parodies of the culture they created. And once joked and advocated for in music, they've literally become a parody of what it is that they advocated for in their music. I had a discussion a while ago with my cousin, okay, real life blood cousin, not for play. I've known this man since he knew how to walk, right? Grew up with him. Some of the music you hear at the end of some of my videos was created by him. Very talented soul. He owns a studio, okay, where he records and sometimes engineers other artists, right? He engineers their music, and that's how he makes his living currently. Well, about a year ago, maybe more, he started pivoting the goalposts to mostly engineering. And I asked him, I said, yo, people are willing to pay towards, this was my thought at the time, people are willing to pay you $40 to $50 an hour for recording time. Why would you want to shift away from something that I myself considered a lucrative way to make money? And do you know what he said to me? I'll tell you what he told me. He said, I don't even really want to record these niggas anymore. I'm so tired of the type of music that a lot of these young niggas make and the attitude and disposition that comes with it. He said, I'd rather just engineer the music instead of record other artists. Now, don't get me wrong, he has some clients that he doesn't feel that way about. through, established relationships or whatever over the years. But his overall disposition was that the culture that has been created from the type of music a lot of these younger artists are making has seeped into the real life actions and mentalities of their genetic makeup. They're not making art. They're spreading poison. They're not feeding families. They're crippling them and leaving them broken, abandoned, and disadvantaged. I wish that we could get away from the bullshit saying that y'all created for people walking around with death on them, who for their entire existence led a specific type of lifestyle. And y'all keep telling the world that these types of people had their whole life ahead of them. I wish we could stop saying it. Stop lying to these orphan kids in poor communities, because it's a far-fetched, bold-faced Jay Morrison Tulsa real estate lie. What life we talking about? What life we talking about? What life y'all been watching? Stop saying this shit. You know what? Y'all not even realizing. What you're not realizing is that it's impossible to have your whole life ahead of you when your actions speak to how lowly you place value in it. And now everybody that you done left behind to piece together whatever sort of life is left after your ass is gone, gotta send up prayers and open up GoFundMes, because unfortunately death costs too. And because most of these rappers that talk that gang bullshit don't think too far beyond tomorrow. Because of that, they didn't set up a game plan for their untimely demise. Julio Foolio said he had life insurance set up, but that ain't most of y'all. There's a reason that some of you were taught about probability and statistics, because the probability of you becoming a statistic when you lead a life of discourse, disillusion, and death is all but certain. This is why I say rap culture runs life through a death simulator, and you all are nothing but parodies of hip-hop who are severely disillusioned. In what universe do you post and broadcast your location when you have active ops on the prowl? And they're close enough to touch you. For those that aren't accustomed to street lingo, an ops is your opponent, your enemy, people that would like to see harm come to you. The amount of arrogance you must have to live life this way is unfathomable. I never want that amount of arrogance. But here we are. Another week gone past, another rapper on his way to the deepest part of hell that y'all keep trying to pray these niggas out of. Stop wasting your prayers and please God on niggas that don't want to be here. How about that? How about that? And you want to know what I learned from the Kendrick and Drake battle? After everything was said and done, here's what I learned. I have the utmost respect for J. Cole now, because you know what I learned about J. Cole? I learned that he doesn't care what none of you all think. There is no fan anywhere on this planet that is worth impressing at the cost of his peace. He saw where that battle was going and was like, nope, this is not what I thought we was doing. I wanted to just out-rap y'all. I wanted to out-rap you niggas and show the world why I'm the greatest MC to ever pick up a microphone. What y'all doing, what y'all got unfolding here, is something that I do not want to be a part of. I don't want my energy or lifestyle attached to it. So y'all go ahead. Have a blast. Call me when y'all want a verse so I can destroy y'all on your own record again. Otherwise, I'm out. Got all the respect in the world for J. Cole. And I respect it because ain't none of this shit worth dying over. The idea of death in hip-hop and rap culture has become romanticized. We don't even want the music anymore. We really just want the violence and destruction associated with it. And unfortunately, there's gonna be a lot more Julio Foolios coming down the pipeline, ready to make a deal with death for a chance at music mediocrity and the short-lived perception of wealth. You cannot embrace a culture of death and think that the future outlook for you is peace and prosperity. You are indulging in a game of real life Russian roulette. You live by the sword. Y'all know the rest. This man died on his 26th birthday after living out a music career of glorifying death and destruction and the demise of other rappers. I made it a point of interest to go and listen to some of this music from this man that he created. And let me tell you, it was never a question of if, but when he was going to reap all the hell that he had been sowing here in his life. This channel is called Millionaire Money Minds because I realized a long time ago that a lot of my people are rich in monetizing death and the very worst parts of our community and bankrupt in standards, longevity, and moral conviction. And your children and the people connected to you that love you deserve way better. I'll see you all in the next video.